Hello, in this video I want to show you how to record your own Debian Live Linux distribution using the awesome window manager. In order to achieve this project, I'm going to use an existing ex-Ubuntu Debian distribution, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the distribution using the Bootstrap based on the Dinos repository. There's a script that will help us with this task. And if I take a look to the raw code, I can see it's actually just downloading shell scripts that is going to help us with this task. I'm going to copy this part. I'm going to create a folder called my Dinos. Work there. I'm going to get the file. Oh, it's going to copy. I'm going to get the file from the repository. I'm going to give, once it downloaded, I want to give permissions to execute, and I want to fire it. Once it downloads everything that I needed from the repository, all the scripts basically, I can see that actually once it's done, it has in sequence of order 0, 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5. What I need to do, there's a configuration file, dinos config. Let's take a look. I want to build a folder called build. It's going to be called an awesome window manager. So I'm going to create a folder called build dinos right here. And actually it's going to put the name on the ISO distribution like that. So first script is just dependencies. I can actually use a sudo and execute dependencies. I've done it before, so really, if you take a look to the file, there's going to be just apt-get command to install dependencies that are needed. I've run it before, so there's nothing here to do. The second script is actually going to be more interesting. It's actually going to be the deb bootstrap. So building this Debian distribution uses the deb bootstrap method, and it just connects to the FTP Debian repository, gets the release. Based on the indication on that, it's going to build a temporary file system in order to build your actual system when you want to chroot into it. Similar to when you run the project Linux from scratch, similar. So it's going to get basic things, building just like you can identify the library, just like the Linux from scratch. It's just pretty similar. Temporary system, let you chroot into the environment, then you build your real system. Once you build your real system, you log out from the chroot. You basically make the squash, compress the image, and build your ISO. That's as easy as that. So right now it's just running all the dependencies and everything that is needed. I'm going to reduce the size of the window for the video so you don't miss anything. And once it finishes, it's going to dump us directly into the chroot environment where all the files labeled like 03, they're going to be already there. This is for the 64-bit architecture, but also we have the script. I have the scripts for the 386 architecture. So right here in the chroot environment, you can see that the 03 files are there, and I'm interested into the ones awesome, which basically just uses the light desktop manager on the awesome installation. That's all it does. So I want to go ahead and fire it to give to this Debian distribution a little graphic window manager for the awesome, and nothing else. I don't really need nothing else, just that. So it's a basic Linux distribution, and with the window interfaces is Debian. Right now, we can see that actually is putting all the things together, and updating the RAM, updating the live boot system, downloading all the dependencies. This is going to take probably a little longer. It's a bunch of files directly from the FTP Debian website. Well, actually FTP site on the stretch distribution for the 64-bit architecture. A similar script will work. This might take a little longer depending on your bandwidth, your network speed, your computer. Have a solid state drive in the laptop, so it goes really fast, but still the bottleneck is going to be somewhere maybe on the I/O on the file. Once this is downloading everything, all the dependencies, the app tool is doing a great job, a fantastic job downloading and putting everything together, evaluating the dependencies and putting everything what needs to be. And later the compression is really high, ending with a full distribution with X with about 280 300 megs. Is pretty lean compared to some of the larger ones. Here it's asking me for my keyboard layout. It's going to be number 1 English, and it's going to continue the setup. Eventually it's going to ask me for a root password, and root password I just typically put very simple root password. And just for this exercise, I can exit from the chroot environment, and I want to run the script number 4, which basically, if we take a look, this is the make squash file. That's all it is. So let's go ahead and run as the 04 Denos make squash file system, and it's going to actually take this probably going to be the part is going to take probably longer as well. It depends on your I/O in your machine and the kind of CPU and memory that you have. But once you have it there, you'll be really pleased, because the last script is going to be just to execute the Denos BIOS UEFI ISO is to choose the preferred installation. So 241 megs is super lean. Let me go ahead and run the last script, which is the 05. Let's take a look. Just making the ISO image, and that's all you have to do. Just call it, and there you go. 286 on build on the folder build Denos. Like I say, that's the folder we just built. That's what everything is there. So let's go ahead and copy the file to my local machine. Once it copies this 286 megs, I should be able in a virtual machine just to kind of attach to it. So I probably have another virtual machine here running. Let me just, that was from the i3 window manager from the previous video. Sorry about that. Actually, let me just do a shutdown here. And let me just go ahead and take a look at the settings on the i3. I want to change it. Remove this ISO. I want to choose the awesome ISO. Same distribution, same concept, just different window manager. Once we fire it, we should be able to see that group starts, and this is going to actually launch the awesome once we log in. Awesome window manager. I will have installed. I didn't run in the script number 3, but I can install it anytime. It's just a distribution, and there you go. Super lean, super. I'm amazed, like only 74 megs. I'm running all this and with all the menus, and it's pretty cool, pretty lean. I don't think we can really ask for something that that easy to work with. So try to find my way around of managing the Windows screens. especially with the shortcut. But overall, there you go. The awesome window manager, super lean, easy to use, another alternative. Hope you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment if you have any questions. Enjoy using Denos and build your own distribution. Thank you. Have a great night.